Good morning, Fikes team. As you all know, we have chosen our top 5 areas that we need to grow as a company. And one of those, even though it came in as number 5, is extremely important, and that's training and education. All great companies need training and education. And so the fact of the matter is that Fikes is going to offer more training and education for the remainder of this year into all of 2022 and beyond. But beyond Fikes offering that, and beyond that content being provided, we need some things to happen in order for it to be successful and for each of you to be successful. Number one is that we need to make sure that we all set goals within departments and by each individual in terms of how much content, whether it's offered on Fridays, whether you're someone who's in the leadership track and training, whether it is something outside of that, a particular service knowledge, product knowledge, method of how you communicate, etc. There needs to be training that you access. And then with that specific quantifiable goal, we need to be consistent. We can't just be excited about learning for, say, a particular month and let it drop off for a month thereafter. We're going to need to be consistent in our approach, both as students and as coaches. And depending upon the topic, there may be situations where that changes back and forth. So, and we're also going to encourage for individuals who don't know as much to perhaps be the teacher of the individual that may know more. Because when we teach, we actually have an opportunity to retain more and learn. And then we're going to need to be accountable to the actions of what we must have happen as a company that is focused on education and training, and what can't happen. So some of those words I use are probably familiar to you when you think about the top 5, but this is my ask for you all this week. Number 1, I want you all to provide the top 3 areas that you would like to learn over, say, the next 3 months that you feel are most valuable to your role and to the company. And don't be afraid to put something down that maybe is a bit uncomfortable for you. So the top 3 areas you really want to learn. We've already taken a lot of notes, gotten feedback before, but I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I like feedback. I want to understand so we can be very specific on going forward. Number 2, I want to make sure that you offer at least one thing, a minimum of one thing that you believe that you can teach, train, coach, or help on to impart knowledge upon others that can benefit your peers and the company as a whole. So at least one thing. And then lastly, I just referenced it a minute or so ago, in order to be a great company, what do you believe we cannot have happen for us not to be successful with training and education? What do you believe must absolutely happen? Now, I know I'm asking you to kind of read my mind perhaps, but anybody who is able to do that, I've got a really fun surprise if you answer the question number 1 and question number 2, that third ask of what do you think must happen and what do you think cannot happen in order for us to be a successful training and education organization. So that is what I want from you all this week by end of day Friday. I am really excited about us investing in the training and education for the different tracks that we're going to have throughout the year. And that's really how one of the many ways that we're going to grow beyond the other 4, of which I'm going to share the next one on Monday, and also provide the answer on what must happen and what can't happen to you all. So let's have a great week. Hard to believe there's only 6 weeks left in the year. Let's go get it. Onward and upward.